What is up, everyone? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is going to be a whole different kind of video. In this video, I'm going to host a special guest. So allow me to welcome a CBEL Advocates lawyer, the author and founder of Dear Me and Dear Me Spaces, an absolutely beautiful soul who has taken the darkest bits of her life and used them to provide light for others. Her passion for mental health is magnetic, and her book is amazing, guys. Just the courage to share and be open about what happened to you is so inspiring, and I'm sure it's been able to provide a voice for other people who have experienced the same thing but didn't have a voice. So I'd like to welcome Rita Alma. It's such a pleasure to have you on my channel. This is going to be my first video doing on Zoom, so bear with me, and in that case, let's dive into the video. In your words, in your own words, what's mental health?
What mental health is?
Yeah.
So mental health is the general well-being of the brain.
Yeah.
So everybody has mental health. Everybody on the planet has mental health.
Yeah.
And I'm passionate about people sticking to that side of the spectrum as opposed to coming to the other half of the spectrum, which is mental illness.
Yeah.
So mental health and mental illness are two different things.
Yeah. Okay. So that was just like let the people know what mental health is and how we can be able to explain it to them. And I'm just going to ask you the first question. So we're shooting this because in this period, it's really easy for someone's mental health to just go off track or become unhealthy without even them knowing that it has happened. So the first question would be, how can a person know or find out that they're in a good mental state, or that their mental state is actually going down instead of going up?
There are symptoms that show when your mental health is going down. Basically, the easiest ones are you become more irritable, and in a season where everybody's in your space. So for introverts, like you have people just there like waiting, and then for extroverts, you just can't go out. So some of the first signs are you start to hate the people around you, you start to withdraw. Let me see. But then that's a very tricky question because the symptoms vary. Like my symptoms might not be Patra's symptoms, might not be Bob's symptoms. So I'll just use mine because for me, my top 3 symptoms to know that I am going down the cliff, I stop eating, I stop sleeping, I withdraw and become irritable. And then I clean a lot to cope. So that's what happened for me.
Hopefully I know there's definitely someone out there who can relate to that. Actually, very many people who can relate to that. And hopefully it will be able if someone relates to it, they can be able to know that their mental state is actually going off track. And so the second question I will ask is, what, in your opinion, what are the most important activities you recommend that people can be able to take in specifically a situation like this?
One, what you eat. What you eat is very important. This is funny because yesterday I was having another conversation. I was addressing another symposium on Zoom, and I was giving a tip that apples help. I always have an apple.
Oh my God. Same.
Up, apples help, carrots help because they stimulate the brain.
Yeah.
So that's very helpful. What you're eating, activity, what you do, and you don't have to. Of course, you're not going out, but simple activities like have a theme night once a week and say, oh, on Saturday we'll do 90s movies, or we'll
Yeah.
have a dance party. Yeah.
Yeah.
So making sure you're active. And three, journal.
Yeah.
When you journal, you're able to note that now I'm coming. Oh, Monday, Tuesday, I was full of light. Now there's this darkness. I don't understand. So you're
Yeah.
able to keep track of your thoughts.
Yeah.
And then what you listen to
Yeah.
uh, really, really matters during this time. Of course, there's a lot of negative news, there's a lot of negativity.
Yeah.
So listen to a sermon. If someone's worked for you, that works for me.
Yeah.
Listen to positive talk.
Yeah.
Read a positive book, a self-help book, things that
Yeah.
will help you grow, as opposed to reading about death when the news
Oh
is already
yeah.
about death. Yeah, you'll
Yeah.
just bury yourself deeper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I should probably, I think I'm doing a lot of, I used to do a lot of journaling, and I can say that that actually really helps. And also it helps
Yeah.
to be able to like identify your patterns, what actually throws you off as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm going to shoot my third question. So how can people be able to use media during this time? Because specifically, so by media, I mean the news, WhatsApp, social media. There's lots of information going around about the cure or what people should do, or someone has been, because I had this one that was really, really, I can't even imagine people doing that. So people were just spitting on fruits so that people can have them. I don't, because I'm pretty sure by the time the fruits even reach where they're going, if they're not going in a nearby place, probably the virus would have died off. But that was like there's so much information going on. So how do you reckon people should be able to use the media right now? And they have a lot of free time to be there as well.
I think it goes back to you as a person.
Yeah,
Are you going to choose to be part of the 99% adding to the negative news, of which some is false, or yeah, it may be legitimate, but how is that going to help you? Or are you going to choose to be part of the 1%, choosing to stand out and send light and good vibes? At the
yeah,
end of the day, it comes down to you as a personal decision. I haven't put up anything on COVID since it came out,
yeah.
because I feel there is already 99 people doing that.
That is so
So
true.
I decided to be the one in the bundle that goes like, this is how you can protect your mental health. These are activities you can do to be happy. Yeah, because it's already a sinking ship where WhatsApp, you find 1,000 statuses. Some are
Yeah,
forwarded, some just hit you, and you're like, okay.
yeah,
And nobody is talking about you can cope like this, you can do this, you can
yeah,
help somebody like this despite the social distancing. The
yeah,
encouraging word you can send out can help somebody out of an anxiety attack or cope with a depressive episode. So at the end of the day, it goes down to you. So, but then I would like to send a plea for people to go on the 1% side, because the
yeah,
more we grow, the more there is more light, and the more people are able to know that they can live and survive the pandemic.
yeah. Oh my
Yeah.
God. That has hit me like in another, now I'm thinking about a lot of things. But yeah, very that's a lot of information as well when you think about it, and it's positive. So the fifth one, so I've got six questions to ask you. So in this period,
Uh-huh.
I I understand that this situation is actually really sensitive, and it has led to many people around the world to lose their jobs and business. And this is somehow causing a lot of anxiety, especially financial anxiety. And what can you be able to advise people that are worried they don't have enough savings to reduce the worry and anxiety that's coming with the whole COVID-19 situation?
I think for me, the way, first of all, at some point, I noticed I was stress eating.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'm not going to lie. Like, I'll be up at midnight looking for food, and I
Yeah.
was like, okay. And, and then I would wake up, and then the issue would still be there. The truth is, we're going to lose a lot during this period, but then we're also going to gain a lot. You can start researching on something you're really good at and building your skills and stuff like that, so that after, at least you have someone to start from. But then also, for those dealing with anxiety, I love to say the serenity prayer, because you can't change it. If somebody has decided to fire you, you can't change that decision. God grant me the the grace to deal with the things I can change and the things I cannot change,
Yeah.
and to have the wisdom to know the difference.
Yeah.
So it's here. We People might lose jobs and are going to lose jobs. That's a fact. That's the first step of acceptance. We're not going to be in denial of it. uh, and once you state that first fact, you're able to have wisdom to work around it. um, I may not have enough savings, but what can I do? The internet is like the next revolution. Let me start a YouTube channel. Let me start an Instagram channel, so that people can look out for me and the content I've been putting out, to have talks, and for me to speak. I'll charge them. Yeah,
Yeah.
so I think this is a period for us to grow our income streams
Yeah.
outside our salary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I I could really even give that like a very big applause. That is so good. So the sixth one, I swear to God, it's really good. So some people don't deal well with like uncertainty. And
Yeah.
in these times more than ever, like we are very uncertain when this is going to be able to finish. We don't know when it's gonna end. We don't know when it's gonna be able to. We're gonna have like a normal day, like how it used to be, and like how can you be able to advise such people? Because some sometimes it's actually really hard to deal with all the uncertainty that is coming ahead, and it's really overwhelming.
um I am one of those people who are not good at dealing with uncertainty, but um one of the things I've decided to do is to take one day at a time,
Yeah.
and understand that the small step of me finishing that day without a panic attack or without any attack is a huge win. So I'll count my wins constantly and record them. Literally, I have this jar. Let me get it.
Yeah, that's fine.
Where I record them,
Oh my God.
and yeah, so when I feel like the wave is so big, I pour all of them out and read through, and I'm like, yo, I made it through this. I made it through all these uncertainties. I can take another day.
Yeah.
So yeah, having such small coping tools can help deal with your uncertainty. When you journal, you're able to go backwards and be like, oh, I survived a week of this whole pandemic. Let's try
Yeah.
this week again.
Yeah.
Yeah, as opposed to just being in laissez-faire mode of what comes, what goes. People who don't deal well with uncertainty are
Yeah.
not good at that. And then
Yeah.
also self-management, your self-management plan,
Yeah.
knowing that, okay, I might be uncertain about the times, the disease, and everything, but I am certain that I'm growing in these aspects. I'm growing if I'm not good at finances. I'm growing in my finances by reading about it, by listening to talks, having
Yeah.
talks about it, yeah, and etc.
Yeah.
So that really helps me with uncertainty.
That's amazing. I think I'm writing one of these things down, especially the jar. That is mind blowing. As I was just like, where did you get that from? That is
Therapy.
therapy. Okay. Okay, so those were my questions, and thank you
Yeah.
so much for your time. So I'm going to stop recording, and then maybe we can just chat a bit. And yeah, I'm really excited to have this up. And